Hey, what's going on? It's the Political Brown Kid here. And I just ran across an article that it's an older article. It's actually from 2013, but I still think that it's pretty relevant to date. And this article is from NPR, National Public Radio. I do believe that's what the acronym stands for. Um, and the title of the article is Odds Favor White Men, Asian Women on Dating Apps. And so, just some key points that in the article. This article is from I think November 30th of 2013. Like I said, it's a 10-year-old article, almost 10-year-old article, but I still think it is very relevant because I've been telling y'all, white guys have all the fun. Black guys, this is political brown kid, so I do talk things, all things brothers, from a black perspective for the most part. And I've been saying it on a few other videos is that, for the brothers out here who think that we're in demand, we're actually not. And for the sisters out there, these sisters who think they're the prize and they're in demand, you're actually not. And this article proves it. Just some highlights here. Then I'm going to read these bullet points. Women get 3 times the interactions men do. Well, I don't know because women must be getting 50 times more than I get because I'm actually getting 0 interactions, very little. All men seem to be more interested in people outside their race. Black men and black women get the lowest response rates to their messages. Pay attention to that. Black men and black women, we are the least desired online. That's probably even by your own people. And I think that's because the women are making it more difficult. And there's probably, looking at it from a woman's perspective, there's a lot of shady brothers online. It's probably scammers, probably just playboys and things of that nature. But at the same time, these are the guys that you're picking because you're going after only the exclusive pretty boys. You're going after Al B. Shore once again. So I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to repeat this phrase. Black men and black women get the lowest response rates to their messages. Here's another bullet. All women except black women are most drawn to white men. So the article said, and then it says, and men of all races prefer Asian women. So the Asian women are in demand and the white men are in demand. So they're basically letting you know that the Asian women, the Latino women, and the white women, they're all going after the white men. And, so all you sisters who are talking about divesting, you're competing with these women too. And, and you're not trying to have engaging interactions with us. And so then it says some quick facts from the OkCupid data. Black women respond the most. I'm surprised at that. They must be responding to, again, either just Al B. Shore or they responded to men of other races because they dang sure not responding to me. But maybe, like I said, maybe I'm just ugly as hell. Maybe so. White men get more replies from almost every group. White women prefer white men. Asian and Latina women prefer white men. They say them, but they're talking about white men even more exclusively. So these are just some facts that just and again, like I said, the white guys, they have all of the fun. When if you go out in public, that's what you see. The white guys, like sisters, and they're trying to snatch at white men. You see, especially if she's thin, if a sister is skinny, if she's in shape, and she can control her temperament, she's trying to go after a white man. And if she looks relatively nice, she's going after a white man. You look at all of the black women in Hollywood, again, Hollywood is just optics. That doesn't give you a reflection of, what's going on in the real world. And I talked about that before. But if you look at it, all of the women are trying to defect and trying to get them a white man. Now, you'll even see the sisters now grabbing up Asian men. They're grabbing up Asian men. They're not trying to have interactions with us. And trust me, it's like, well, how can you sell yourself if the sisters are automatically assuming that you're a creep and you're a jerk? And once again, I don't fit that category, but I guess I'm either, I don't fit that category, but I guess they look at me and they say he's not attractive enough. And then they look at me and they say, he's not, he doesn't look fun or he doesn't act fun. I guess maybe because or they look at and probably see that I have my master's degrees and they see that I have, whatever. And they're probably like, well, he's not a guy I want to hang out with. So I told you, I mean, like I said, I try to say, hey, how you doing to females online? Hey, once I do, when I rarely get those rare few matches, I'm interested in her. She's interested in me. And then I just, as soon as I make an initial contact, like, hey, how you doing? Because their bios don't tell you anything. I read the bio, and I say, well, tell me a little bit more about your interests. Or, hey, I see you like this. What about this? And, I'm kind of trying to strike up a conversation. They'll just unmatch. And I guess I didn't say the right thing. So it's the for me. My personal opinion is it's it's particularly the sisters, because I can't focus on white women because I'm not targeting them. Even though I'm trying to target some people now because it's like I'm striking out with the sisters. But it's like it's the temperament. It's just kind of like, well, you cut people off real fast and you don't even give them a shot. And so it's like, well, how can I even get to step 2 where I can get a phone conversation to even talk to you, or step 3 to go out? At least you get to see me in person and get to know my aura, and you get to know me as a human being. If you won't even give me a shot, you're just being on the superficial level of online, just through 1 or 2 text messages, and they're not even crass text messages. Like I said, I'm coming at you very respectfully. And that's also the other thing too. I think with a few of the women that I've met, they say one thing like, I want a man who's nice, where the decent, nice men at. But if you're not talking crass to them, and if you're not being, that jerk, that kind of brass, conceited, arrogant jerk, and you're not trying to, talk a certain way to them, then they don't want anything to do with you. I guess they consider you no fun, and they just use you for, a quick meal, and then they go about their way. But this is the article. And like I told people, this confirms it. And I still think, even though this article is 10 years old, I believe that this article is still relevant, that white men have the fun. And it's brought something to my attention that Asian women are having the fun. But Asian women are very popular, so I'm not very surprised at that, because white men love Asian women. And the brothers, if they leave outside of black women, they do target Asian women. So I can definitely see this being the case. And of course, Asian men are going to target Asian women because that's their women. But I definitely see this article being of relevance, and I hope that this article is an eye-opener to some people. But I definitely hope that, some of the females maybe would, do a little bit more research online and just start trying to take dating and interactions more seriously, especially between, one another, between, brothers and sisters. We should try to take our interactions more seriously and try to work things out and give people a chance. So once again, this is the Political Brown Kid. Have a good day.